A new way to teach math already being used in schools across the country is now taking root right here in Rogers. The program is meant to modernize the way math is taught. 5 News reporter Laura Castleman joining us now in the studio to tell us more about this program. Laura.
The nonprofit New Classrooms. Now provided at Oakdale Middle School in Rogers, education leaders say it's a model that could reshape classrooms in Arkansas. Inside Oakdale Middle School, math class is taking a new direction. Arkansas education leaders visited Oakdale Middle School to see how a one-of-a-kind learning software could help students.
They have implemented throughout the school and trained their teachers and worked with the students to identify specific skills that a student may be missing.
The software identifies skills each student is missing and creates a path to fill those gaps. Jacob Oliva is the Arkansas Secretary of Education and says he sees promise in the new way of learning, asking the students themselves whether it's helping.
When I get to go visit a classroom and ask the students, are these strategies, is this software, is this program helping you learn math? 100% of them said yes.
I'm a former 5th grade math teacher. I had students in my class on a 2nd grade level, students on an 8th grade level, and everything in between.
Joel Rose, the co-founder and CEO of New Classrooms, says this is a personalized learning model.
Schools are organized around only teaching kids the material from their enrolled grade level. Research article came out. What we find from teachers is that many say that they struggle with the fact that students are coming in at all these different performance levels. What they appreciate is now they can finally have a way to meet each student where they are and then give them a path to get to where they need to be.
Rose says the goal is to meet students and teachers where they are, and it's working.
We have schools across the country, some of whom, when I was just in 2 weeks ago, that went from middle of the pack to top 10 growth in the state of New York in terms of their math gains.
Each one of these lessons are personalized based on the gaps in skills or accelerated opportunities that the student is showing.
And if results continue here in Rogers, leaders say the program could expand to other schools.
As we're looking at how well it's being implemented, there is a strong possibility that we may want to scale this across the state as well.
For students at Oakdale Middle School, it's not just about learning math. It's about learning at a pace that works for them. And while programs like this are already helping schools across the country, educators here in Rogers are now part of that momentum. If the results continue to add up, this classroom could offer a look into the future of math education. Laura Castleman, 5 News.
All right, Laura, thanks. The first candidate has put his name in the running to fill the seat of Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullin. Oklahoma Congressman Kevin Hern announced his campaign today. Hern has been the first district congressman around Tulsa since 2018. Said in his launch video today he wants to continue to push an America First agenda and be a key ally with the president. Senator Mullin was nominated as the replacement for now fired Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. Mullin is set for a confirmation hearing, by the way, in the Senate a week from now. 25 state lawmakers are pushing back after the University of Arkansas Board of Trustees voted to give millions of dollars in additional funding to the athletic department. The board passed a resolution in January for a new plan to give the department more funding to help pay for increasing NIL costs. They passed an additional resolution this week that finalizes funding amounts for the athletic department. $5 million of the funding will be generated by the athletic department itself to pay for the football program cost. Lawmakers wrote a letter to the board addressing their concerns over who will pay for those costs. They also asked the board to repeal the resolution and approve a study of athletic department finances and show the results at a state capitol hearing later. Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders signing a proclamation today encouraging all high schools and colleges in the state to create a Club America or Turning Point USA chapter. CEO Erica Kirk joined the governor for the announcement today. The proclamation does not require the creation of the clubs. It only encourages it. There's already 11 high schools in the region with Club America chapters. One of those chapters is at Fayetteville High School. The founder of it says they've seen some pushback, but says he feels it sparked a productive conversation with his peers.
Some of those who were most opposed have come to us, they've spoken to us, they've understood that we're willing to understand multiple perspectives and that we just want to talk to them. Others have approached us privately and said they've seen through this that the side claiming tolerance can be the least accepting of different ideas. I see hope, but we have a lot of work ahead of us.
Meanwhile, the Young Democrats of Arkansas holding a news conference before the announcement today. They say they are not worried about the creation of these groups, but they warn Democrat-based high school and college clubs should be welcomed in the same way.
And let me tell you this, to those students that are listening, if your high school or college refuses to let you start a club at your school, the Democratic Party of Arkansas has your back, like we always have. Our lawyers will have something to say about that.
Both press conferences are available to watch on demand over on 5 News Plus. We also learned tonight 3 protesters were arrested outside the governor's event after state police say they were involved in an altercation with attendees of that event. State police say 2 troopers were assaulted during the altercation. One was left injured. She's expected to be okay tonight, and investigation now underway. Federal Aviation Administrator Brian Bedford was in Northwest Arkansas today touring aviation projects and celebrating a major upgrade at Northwest Arkansas National Airport. 5 News reporter Lauren Spencer shows us how leaders say investing in airspace infrastructure is critical as the region continues to grow.
A new 145-foot air traffic control tower now stands at XNA, tripling and replacing the original 57-foot structure built in the late 1990s.
That demonstrates the growth and development from yesterday's Northwest Arkansas to the Northwest Arkansas we see today.
The more than $17 million project is designed to help the airport keep up with the region's rapid growth, while also improving safety for aircrafts on the ground and in the sky.
Also for controllers to be able to keep their eyes on all of the runway movements for the safety of aircraft and the ground support equipment that's moving around, but also in terms of modernizing.
FAA Administrator Brian Bedford says upgrades are critical as airspace activity across the country continues to grow.
It's going to double, triple in size. The amount of activity that's coming into the national airspace is really quite remarkable, and the need to modernize is fundamental.
Congressman Steve Womack says that growth is possible because of strong partnerships within the region.
We got titans of business and industry located here. We've got a community of cities that are here that work together in a regional consortium to make sure that the things that we need in Northwest Arkansas that we provide.
And as Northwest Arkansas continues to expand, leaders say projects like this will help keep the region connected to the rest of the country.
I think air transportation is the lifeblood of the economy. It is what makes us globally successful.
At XNA, covering news where you live, Lauren Spencer, 5 News.
The new air traffic control tower has 6 air traffic controllers with plans to add 3 more this summer.